Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Friday. That means Jersey Concepts here on this channel. If you are new, my name is Neil, and there's some doozies in this one. And it's a themed series, okay? We've got Blackout, or I guess the designer called these Darkout, but I renamed it. Sorry, Boyan, he's the designer. I've renamed it to kind of Blackout. That's just easier marketing for me. And there's some really cool jerseys in here, and I'm just gonna tell you this. I have ranked a team first that I don't think I have ever ranked first in any Jersey Concept video, and I've done, I think, over 80, maybe close to 100, over 100 since I started doing this 2 years ago. So this is a big video, guys. This is huge. So I'm really curious to see what you think about these jerseys down below in the comment section. If you have a couple of minutes at the end of this video, please leave your thoughts down below. I'm sure Boyan will appreciate that as well. Let's not waste any more time. Skip the preamble. Let's get into this. Wow. Number 32 here. We've got Chicago. Of all the jerseys, this is the one that I would say that I dislike. The rest of them I could probably get on board with, but this one, it felt so foreign to me. It's very football. I didn't feel like it was hockey. There's no actual logo on there, so I really just kind of disconnected from this one. But let's move on to number 31. I put the Ottawa Senators. Whoa. It's like the Vegas Sparkle, but it's been like bronzized. That's not a word, but you know what I mean. It has this life about it, which is cool, but it also feels like dirty at the same time, or I don't know, it just feels dirty to me. And it's not bad. Like I said, from this point on, I could probably get on board with all of them, but it felt so dirty to me that I had to put it low. Number 30, the Montreal Canadiens, which is my favorite team if you are new. And although this isn't a black jersey, technically I've called this the Blackout series, and he's called it the Darkout series. So his is more real, okay? These are just dark jerseys, very, very dark themed jerseys, which this is. I think I just prefer the brighter colors from Montreal. If they were going to do it, I think they should go all black. While this is not a bad concept at all, like it's got lots of promising things, I think they should just go full black. I think an all black Montreal Canadiens jersey would look really good. Number 29, the Vegas Golden Knights. So their jersey is already quite dark, and I saw this, and it was an okay jersey. I actually like this better than the reverse retro, but I do believe that this is worse than the one that already exists. It is darker, it's more black, but I think I still prefer their dark. I would consider it dark. It's a charcoal gray. I consider the one that actually exists better. Number 28, the New York Islanders. And I think the Islanders have a lot of promise going with an all-black jersey, but not monochrome, not black and white. I think you need the touch of color in there. The blue, or more specifically the orange. I think there's a lot of potential for an Islanders jersey using black as the primary color. I would love to see some concepts on that, actually, but this one wasn't for me. I'm not a fan of the logo in general, so that's not his fault. That's just personal preference here. So I think even though this is the Darkout series, I'm missing some color here. Number 27, the Vancouver Canucks. So this is quite dark. I think the specific shade of green was just throwing me off a little bit, so I decided to put it down. But I honestly, there's a lot of potential here. I feel like the numbers are a little bit low as well, but there's potential here. Like I think if that shade of green changed just a little bit, but if it got darker, then it wouldn't stand out as much. So maybe he made the right decision here. Number 26, the Buffalo Sabres. He's got the goat head on there, a very, very dark blue, almost the same blue they used in the previous generation of jerseys, but this one's just a little bit darker. I think the logo sits a little bit too low. It's an okay jersey, but they've got a black jersey in their past. I say just go for that. Number 25, the Philadelphia Flyers. This is actually kind of a crazy jersey. I really like the logo in the middle. That reminds me of the Stadium Series jersey. The striping at the bottom of the arms is really interesting as well. But I think what kind of made me put it down quite low in the list here is just that everything is so rounded. Like you got the stripes that come down the arms that's rounded. The additional stripes, the smaller ones, are rounded. Even the curvature up here that leads up to the shoulders is rounded. But then it comes to like a harsh, almost 90-degree angle right here. And I think just the contrast between the circular kind of striping or the angle striping and then the harsh thing here kind of threw me off a little bit. I maybe even prefer to see that, that same angle kind of come up a little bit. Number 24, the LA Kings. So this one is a pretty easy one. I mean, the LA Kings literally have a blackout themed jersey for everything except for their away jersey. I guess they're alternate as well, but I guess they have the other alternate that's white as well, so just ignore what I said. But yeah, they use a monochrome theme anyway, so this is totally in line with their brand, actually. There's nothing out of the ordinary. Interesting logo in there. I think that actually looks pretty good. Number 23, the Toronto Maple Leafs. So we have seen some concepts actually like this, or similar to this, And I think this is good. I think this is actually kind of realistic. It'd be really cool to see an alternate like this. I think it would complement their brand well, but also be different enough to really be appreciated as something new. And I think the Toronto Maple Leafs fans would actually really like this and buy a ton of them if they existed. And I would too, even as a Canadiens fan. Number 22, the Anaheim Ducks. This is an easy one as well because Anaheim uses their jersey is primarily black. It's actually behind me, I think, right behind me back there somewhere. And it looks good. I mean, the orange and the black contrast so nicely. So great job here on this one, Boyan. I just think it's maybe a little bit too similar to the one that actually exists. But I don't know what you would do to make it any better. I like what you do with the logo, though. I mean, like obviously the old logo and then this jersey looks good. Number 21, the San Jose Sharks. So I see a combination of a couple of teams here. Obviously, the San Jose Sharks. The logo looks great. I like the neck. The teal pops on the black. But it's a bit of Calgary Flames reverse retro. Those stripes are very close to the Calgary Flames, so I'm getting some influence there as well. This looks good. I just think I've seen, maybe not that I've seen better concepts, but I really like their dark stealth-themed jersey more, so I decided to not put this in the top 15. Number 20, the Boston Bruins. Little bit of a brown hue or tinge to this, and if you guys know me, then you guys know that I don't like brown in Boston uniforms or concepts, so I would just go straight black, but in the same breath, they've already done this. Like I think it's behind me, back there, above me, over there. I don't know. It's back there somewhere. Right there. There it is. So maybe he probably did the right thing. If this did exist and this is a really chocolate. It's not so much brown. It's more chocolate. So it probably would sell well. Number 19, the Minnesota Wild. So no black here, but a very, very deep green and then a complementary off-white. It looks good together, actually, and then the stars in a brighter green. So I really like this. I think the striping on the arm is a little bit too low and a little bit too thick. I'd like to see the striping and the numbers kind of move up the arm a little bit. Number 18, the Washington Capitals. This one is excellent. I really like this one a lot. I find that the logo is almost a little bit too overpowering, though. It's almost too bright. So I'm not sure how I would fix that, but it's just there's a lot going on as color-wise. Like the shoulders are bright. The logo is bright. The stripes are bright. Maybe just using a different hue of red or maybe like a desaturated version. It just feels almost like neon. So other than that being overpowered, I really like what's going on here. Number 17, the Winnipeg Jets. Good stuff here. Again, striping up, numbers up, and we're talking. But this is a great jersey. I decided to put it basically right in the middle. Number 16, the St. Louis Blues. I struggled with this one. I love it, and it just messes with my mind at the same time. Like it's a very strange, like neon style jersey. Like there's a part of me that loves this, and a part of me that's like it's kind of hard to look at. So I need some feedback on this one, guys. I put it right in the middle because I need you to chip in here. I need line change. You're in. Leave your comments down below in the comment section about this one. I need some feedback on this one, and I think Boyan does too, because he made a bold play here with this one, and I appreciate that. I appreciate the innovation at this one. So let's leave some feedback for Boyan on this one, and I'm curious to know what you guys think of it. Number 15, the Rangers. Great jersey. Liberty head. Changed it up a little bit. Put the text Rangers in there, which is great. That dark blue looks wonderful. A little bit bright like the Capitals jersey with the red, but still looks so good. Those numbers look amazing on that shade of really, really deep blue. Number 14. Whoa, completely different from the Colorado Avalanche here. It's a lovely jersey. I really like the logo. Bit of a staged gradient with 2 or 3 different shades of blue there. If this existed, I would buy it, but it is very different from the Colorado Avalanche, and I couldn't justify putting it in my top 10. Although I love it. It reminded me a little bit of the Winnipeg Jets because of the jet. It kind of points up there, and so does this. Same colors as well, but I really like it. Number 13, the Seattle Kraken. The change of hue here in some of these shades, it really makes a big difference, I think. And the eye changing from red to that green, that almost like neon mint green, I adore that. Like, I think that looks incredible. I could see an alternate jersey kind of being themed around the home jersey, but just swapping some of the colors a little bit. So I think he's on the right track here, and I like what he did. Number 12, the Pittsburgh Penguins. This is very close to the Stadium Series jersey, which is a good thing. That's a really nice jersey. I've come to really appreciate that jersey. So I think he made the perfect decision here. The logo looks great. The numbers look great. The striping, totally fine. So good job. Very basic, but good job. Number 11, the Tampa Bay Lightning. This is definitely different. This is like a almost, I can't even describe this color. It's like sky blue, but it's a bit of a neon at the same time. It looks good on the black. I think they could probably do something like this, but I almost kind of I like the texture in their alternate jersey. A little bit of, that rain drop. So I think if you put that texture on this jersey, it would be really cool. Number 10, the Columbus Blue Jackets. Logo's a little low, but everything else is great. Off-white looks incredible in that logo. The colors, so complementary. Shoulders, not my style. I prefer the squared off shoulders. Other than that, I really like it. Number 9, we got the Florida Panthers, and we got gradients. We got Miami Vice colors. You can do no wrong when you put Miami Vice colors on a Florida Panthers concept. It always looks good for one specific reason. It's never been done before in the NHL. The color combination has never been done. Those are also considered retro colors and complementary colors. So there are a lot of reasons to like this color combination, which is one of the reasons why I kind of changed my logo to not mimic Miami Vice, but mimic this color scheme a little bit. It's just different. So I really like this one a lot. It does bug me that the stripes on the arms are not on the same horizontal plane as the middle of the backing of the jersey, though. Number 8, the New Jersey Devils. Boyan has done it. He has given the Devils the jersey that they should have come out with as their alternate. Don't want to sound like a broken record. Move the stripes and the numbers up the arm, and this is pretty much perfect. How well would this sell if this existed? It would fly off the shelves. People would love this. So good job on this one, Boyan. Number 7, the Edmonton Oilers. I thought this was excellent. The contrast with the orange and that deep blue is perfect. It's a mix between their alternate jersey and then their other alternate jersey in a way. I think this would be a Rockstar home jersey, a Rockstar alternate jersey, whatever it is. This is fantastic. Number 6, the Carolina Hurricanes. So the Carolina Hurricanes do have, actually straight down there, which is great. The warning flag jersey, it is one of the best in the NHL. So good decision here by kind of sticking with the black and not going with like a deep blue or something else. Sticking with the black, putting the pattern in there, but not making it overpowering, and then the red contrasting nicely. A little bit bright, kind of like the Rangers, kind of like the Capitals, but I think that logo like that, perfect. Number 5, the Arizona Coyotes. This one is crazy. A gradient with textures and levels. It looks like a soundbar when you're listening to music and the things are going up, but then there's a gradient, and then the colors are there to represent Arizona. Essentially, there's a sandy color, there's a sunset color, orange. There's red, deep red for the sunset, and then there's that almost really really deep burgundy as the primary color here. So this has a lot going for it. It doesn't feel like super NHL jersey, but it feels like maybe more of like a specialty jersey or something, or like a college ECHL jersey. I'm not sure. I really like it. Regardless, I really like it, and I wish that it existed. Number 4, the Dallas Stars. This would have been an amazing reverse retro. This is a mix between the reverse retro and the alternates, like neon jersey. You've got the star shape in there, that's a win. You've got that logo in there, that's a win. And you've got that bright green on the black, that's also a win. I would buy 7 of these. Okay, not really. I would definitely buy this jersey, though. If it existed, I like the accent of the gray on there as well. Number 3, the Calgary Flames. This is one of the most interesting Calgary Flames concepts that I've ever seen in my life. I adore it. I think the logo gets lost a little bit on that backing stripe, but I don't think I'd change anything. The neck is wonderful. The arms are perfect. The numbers are placed correctly on this one, as well as the stripes. This is just a great job on this jersey. Even the little addition of color on the bottom middle of the jersey to contrast and balance nicely with that bit of a red up by the neck. There's a lot of thought gone into this jersey, and it was executed extremely well. Number 2, the Nashville Predators. This has so much potential. So much potential. I'm not sold on the logo. I like their current logo or a variation of it. This is the one he's chosen as a fine logo, but everything else I think is literally perfect. The little bit of like slash stripes down here, but then keeping the yellow at the bottom as well, and at the top, this is balanced nicely. The colors are complementary. The shades are perfect. The logo is modern. This is a win. And if you've done the math, you know who's number 1. This is the first, I think, on the channel. I'm not 100% sure, but I'm pretty positive. The Detroit Red Wings. And I'll tell you why. I read the comments, okay? I know what Detroit Red Wings fans want for the most part. And I think a lot of them actually would not want this, but there are some who desperately want a jersey that uses black as the primary color, red as a secondary color, and no third color. A two-tone black-based jersey. This is it. So to those who've left those endless comments, those Red Wings fans, I hear you, okay? I hear you. I'm listening to you, and I agree with you because I've read the comments, but I've never gotten able to visualize it properly until I saw this. And I think he's done a wonderful job here. This is interesting. He's got the C on the right side as well. I think numbers move up a little bit, but still, if this existed, I think it would sell so well. Detroit is criticized for being too traditional sometimes, and that got them in trouble in the Reverse Retro series. So if they did come out with this, I guarantee you people would buy this. This is a really nice alternate, and one of the nicest I actually have ever seen. It's so simple, but it just looks so good. So that's my thoughts. That's my ranking. You guys do not have to agree. That's the entire point of these videos, is because it also involves you guys in the community, and you can leave your thoughts down below in the comment section. There is no right or wrong. It is all subjective. It's just a fun process going through the jerseys. So if you like this process, I've got a whole playlist set up for these videos if you want to go check them out. And of course, if you're new, please hit the subscribe button to join me for future videos just like this every single Friday on the channel. I hope you guys are having a wonderful day, a wonderful start to your weekend, and I will talk to you tomorrow for 2 videos, and then possibly 1 on Sunday, and then 2 more on Monday. We going ham here on this channel. Things are getting intense, okay? Things are getting intense here. I've got lots of ideas, and I'm excited to make videos for you guys. Have a great night. I'll talk to you later. Adios.